stressed out you interrupted my menopause.
Hey, girl, what you doing? How you doing? Oh, just on my way to my man's house. I'm gonna surprise him errands while I have a little free time on my hands today.
Boy, you drive me sick with worry. When was the last time you gave your auntie a foot rub, boy? These corns ain't never bit nobody.
Good morning. Alright, let's get started. Hi. little bit drunk. Hungover. Cannot drive. Thanks for joining the stream, you guys. This is a question and answer thingy, so if you have questions, I do my best to help teach. Oops, delayed the wrong prop. I guess this is primarily what I'm doing this stream for is rather than make a video, I had a few questions from friends on Social Club that are asking me how to do stuff maybe, so I'm just going to jump into a quick basic tutorial of how to do those things from questions that people have answered or asked me. If anyone in the live stream actually has a question that they're quick, you know, what maybe I can answer, then just type it in and I'll answer it. Okay? Even just say hello and we can get the ball rolling, you know, it's quite easy like that. Basic, well, let's just do like basic wall rides, entries, anything like that. Of course, this is what we're talking about, single barge. Like that for the height. Float. Pick. How do you want this wall ride? You know, does it need to be, yeah, this far, this far, this far? 1 degree, you know, you'll cover more distance. 2 degrees, you know, it won't be as smooth. Like this. Like 1 degree is probably push that. That's good. Put that peg on that peg there. Position. Even hold the square, fine adjustment, get it in the middle of those pegs. Check this in the middle of the pegs there. That's a good position to be in there. Right, 1 degree, right? There's a bit of a bend there. People can stay on it. You could probably stay on that with a fucking bullet, you know. I mean, like a whatever, that old shitty car, the bullet. 1 more degree. Raise it over the container like this. Ha! Look at that. I don't even know what I'm doing. Raise it over this. This just gets the right height, look. Perfect height. Once it's there. Rotate it another 1 degree. Bring the pegs close like that. Position it. Hold square button. There you go. Quick-ish. Make sure it's closed. That's it. Do that 4 or 5 times. I'll show you. Just grab this. Run it over like that. Or you could do it on here if you want. Like this. Bring it over here. Make a quick template. Look here. Look at these 2 pegs at the back. Remember? Pegs here are joined. Okay, so the hell? The fuck? Oh yeah. What the hell is happening here? Fuck. Oh, I've picked the wrong fucking thing, that's why. Sorry. My mistake, my mistake. Create new template. Remember those 2 pegs at the back? This is not a good way to do this. Why do I only know? This is what happens when you're hungover. Discover that some of your methods are not actually that good. How can I measure that if I've... Twat. Fuck am I doing? Where is it above there? Ah, no, more people looking and not asking questions. This is not a good method either, because you need to see those pegs at the front of the wall rod to make sure that's the right angle, but still not the right angle. Can't remember how to build a fucking barge wall rod, Jesus Christ. Still not right. Ay. I'm just trying to check any messages that aren't actually. Hey Lion Schultz, how's it going? How's it going, bruh? I was doing this little bit of a tutorial for someone that was asking me questions, but apparently I'm too drunk to even fucking make a basic tutorial on how to build a barge wall ride. Anyway, this is not the best way. How do I use to do it? Jesus Christ. Let's go like that. Just judge it. Apparently we're not going for perfection. I'm sure there's definitely better ways to do this. More people watching and not asking any questions. Let's move that very slightly. Continue that, you know, and eventually we've got quite a long wall ride. The basics now, on ramps, big question. Here we go, just rotate it like this, 90 degrees. This is, I did a live stream on this way back in the day, a long time ago, but I guess it gets lost eventually. But what you need, wherever your container is best, container best, yeah, just line it up like this. Okay, whichever way your on ramp or your spiral super smooth on ramp is gonna go, just do like that. In the middle of this, the orange, in the middle of the orange, yeah. A lot of people have been told how to do a super smooth by other people, and I don't think they got it. This is one for this side, one for this side. Depending on where the wall ride is going to go. So we're going to build a smooth on ramp, so it's going to, where you, these tyres here, these are going to be on the right hand side, so we're going to stack it and then it's going to blend in this direction. So let's make this version first. Quickly, because I ain't got time to teach. I've already done this, I've already figured this out. It's important, get the light in the right position. There you go. So we're going to turn it anti-clockwise. You can look at it, it doesn't matter, as long as you're facing straight down, doesn't matter. You stack it like this, move it until the tyres hit the next sort of white area, like that. You see that? Before they hit the orange area, then swivel. Doesn't matter if you go like this, that. Just swivel it a bit, so the container you've just laid is sort of like that, right? And then push it forward very gently, very, very, very slowly. Bring it back. Get rid of that. Oh, too far. Very, 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 very not drunk. Very, very slowly. Right, lay it. Swivel. put the tyres in the way. There you go. Just before it hits the orange. Move the camera a little bit. You see those tyres that are poking out? Well, I guess the prop has to be there. That's how drunk I am. Jesus Christ. Bring it back, line the prop up. Make sure you're perpendicular with it. Swivel. Swivel your camera so it's sort of facing back and forth, so you can push back, push forward, push forward, push back. That's it. Lay it. Swivel. Swivel. It's very, very, very slowly. Lay it. Right. At this point, you could just probably make a fucking, you know, you want to do it quick. And do the top, this one. Very simple. So now you have your little 4. Just hit it. Swivel. So keep swiveling. Just get it to that where those tyres meet that at the end of the white, where before it becomes orange. Then move your camera so it's sort of level, and then push forward very, 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 very gently. That's it. Still, I'm not liking this method. I can still see a little bit of the tyres poking through. I don't know why I'm trying to rush this. I guess it's a live stream. No one's asking me any questions. Oh, it is very cheap. Yes, Lion. APH, cheers for the like, mate. Appreciate it. So just get the tyres where that, before it becomes orange. Turn your camera in line with the container. Push forward a little bit. Get rid of that line there. You only really need to, if you did it one by one, you would not get these tyres slightly poking through. I don't know why, because I'm fucking hungover. I think I know everything. I don't know anything. Make this template. Also, you know, you don't have to use a container. Just pick up this container, let it go, change it to, yeah, that's better. Easier to work with, smaller prop. Make this template. It only needs to be at this gauge. Do not use a train cart or anything else like that, but just one container is fine. At that distance, one container, the middle of the container to the edge of this barge is about the right distance for smoothness. So save that template, and now you have, this is the, obviously the on ramp. You can pitch it from here. It's obviously, that will be the on ramp, but best way. So where's more rest of the barges here? Okay. Obviously, I don't need to tell you guys because you're smart enough, but if you want to make the on-ramp in a different way, then you know, you make a template from this direction and then spin it clockwise rather than anti-clockwise. You know, you can also gauge, you can stretch when you look at that, when it's facing down. You know, if you've got a faster race, or you know, you can stretch, or if you're going to make a switch, like a smooth switch or something, use 2 containers. So you just put a container on top of this one. So this is obviously basic stuff. I don't want like pros in the fucking creator community coming in here and saying, "Oh, you know that." This is for people who've asked me from the very basic step. Pick this one first, then this one, then this one. And the same again, get it in the light so you can see it. Okay. Remember the white tyres, the tyres here, tyres to where it becomes orange, a little bit further back. Move your camera a bit, get it sort of straight, and then push forward very, 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 very slightly until you see that line. Bring it back. Repeat. Spin camera. Move forward. Bring it back very like that. Continue like this, and then you'll have a more stretched out version of that. Anyway, so here we have our basic wall ride. Let's just slap it anywhere here. I'm not going to obviously slap that first, you need the on ramp first. Another thing to do is degrees. So like, this is a hill. Look at this, it's going uphill. This will depend on what your wall ride's doing, so you know, just getting on. This can apply with any gradients whatsoever. And that looks pretty. Always, if you're going to do anything to do with spirals or whatever, you always put it like at an angle. Imagine that you're going to be driving up to this thing. You don't really want, let's just swivel it a bit like. You do not want your on-ramp. Some people like put it here, like this is the road, so they put, oh yeah, I'll just put this, I'll line this up with this, right? And then you put your little wall ride with it, right? Let's quickly slap the wall ride. It's just for us, just quickly letting you showing it. I'm just trying to make a point here. So they go, oh yeah. So yeah, line everything. Oh, it's all straight. We put this. Oh, it's all nice and straight. Yeah. Do this. But when you drive towards something like this, so this is straight. This is straight. This is straight. Right. When you drive, let's pick supercars for a start. This is what happens when you're doing someone's race with an on-ramp like this. I've seen this before. Look. Oh, I've got to go. Oh, left, then right, left, right, left. All you need to do when it comes to spiral on-ramps is just basically 45-degree angle. So this is straight here. You want to measure it? I don't. It's not necessary. It's judgment is best. Look, 45 degrees like this. Right, now, actually, 45 degrees is not the answer. But here I got that. No, you're right. Okay, now we need to roll it over there. Like this. This is... Actually, this is bad. This is bad. Like this. Also, fine adjustment. If you hold the triangle button, you can. It moves a lot slower. I only just fucking figured this shit out. Move it to your. Keep swiveling it like this. Get rid of the tires. You need to get rid of the tires. Unlike my template that I made with this fucking tires poking through. Still not in the right position. This is good. That's good, like that. That's it. Good position. You can add another prop here just to smooth it out if you need to. Should have stopped this stream when I was sober. It'd be so much more helpful. More efficient. There you go. Obviously, if it's this is too many props here. That doesn't, if we're going to make a horizontal, a level wall ride, we don't need. Just grab this prop here. Release. You can even use the advanced options, get it 270 degrees like this. Hold the square button, make it fine adjust like that. Some of what I've learned over the years is one prop is not enough. So just lay that there. I cannot simulate this prop, can I? Yes, I can. Okay. So then pick up pitch. Like this. Just give it a little. Oh, not that way. That's it. Just a tap tap. Needs obviously some gradients, otherwise you won't get any grip. Get your other template. I haven't seen any questions yet, but hopefully the person who asked me, not how to build, but some techniques or whatever, will watch this video. I was going to make a video for that person, but I might just make a quick live stream, not edit it or anything. No, like that. Nice. See, we are at an angle here. The whole road is going up, 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 up. We've got this here, up. We've got everything positioned up, right? So it's just... You don't have to do this, but... Look, see, the wall ride does not line up, so this is going to shape the course of your wall ride. You don't have to do this, but this makes everything in line. If you're gonna make it with the road and in line, you just that's it. It's about like that. The road could be really steep, really like facing upwards. You can still make this whole template and this whole system like this, but no matter which way the road is, if it's facing downhill, uphill, straight, or whatever, then you can continue by pushing your. When you angle it like that, you're gonna get a bit of drop. Yeah, see, it drops. That's why when you make the template for this whole, all these barges here, if you use, I'll show you here quickly. If you use this prop here and float it on top of here and position it around here, the difference, that the reason I show you this is when it comes to here, if you're putting any extension on an angled, it's a slight incline, is here, so just get it in line ish. You can, it's resting on here, use roll it up, get the right angle, it's pretty good. Make sure that push it against here very slightly. So you need to see that line there, like this. That's pretty close. This is not ultimately about perfection, this tutorial, it's just basics. Put your pegs together, swivel it, how much was it? Put those pegs together, those pegs at the back are about that far. Push them together very slightly, do. You can continue the same template by swiveling yaw, like that, yeah. I don't know what it says in French or German or fucking Spanish, but you can continue that process and go on forever. But like I said, this is just basic, quick basic tutorial. I bet you'll fall off straight away as soon as I get on the fucking thing. Okay, problem. This is too high, so this is why we are hungover and we all make mistakes. Do not judge me on this tutorial alone. It's all about playing with angles in the long run, See, lower it like that, about maybe a barge width worth, like that. obviously I can't fucking even race, so it's fine, but that works. Freaking tree, what a crap tutorial this is. Oh my god. I might have just to remove the video and do an actual proper videoed version. Shit. Did I not? Ah! Petey Pan, are you being sarcastic, bro? How do you make the wall curve up or down? Ah! Haha! Thank you. I know you know this, but I thank you for asking a question. So, the Bendolinium or something, what I did, because it was the first time I tried it, I did it a very slow way, which I will only explain very slightly. I did this. It's better just start everything from north position. It makes everything a lot easier when you're being precise. There you go. Oh, I don't even like 360. Go on. Hang on. Okay, all you do is lay a prop, get it in position, then you can just delete it, and then every other prop will be in north. That's north. Everything is north. North is best, and also if no one knew, the best way to deal with everything is at this building here. I think fuck, was it Max Talk fucking 67 or something. He found out that this whole building is really brilliant for just lining props up. This is north southeast facing building. It's even got your 45 degrees on it. You can, yeah, it's a great building for not for finding true north. So so we want to bend, you know, like I've made a race called fuck, was it Craig Longman inspired me to make a sequel to my little series of races down at the docks called Naval Passage. So to bend something, I have done in the past, the way I did it was like, I got this, I rotate it like 1 degree like this, just 1 degree, and then here at the y-axis just sort of bend it a little bit, like only, you know, like 1 degree there, and then I'd position it, and I continued this process for about, you know, 5 or 6 barges, yeah, and that's how I made Bendolinium. It's not ideal, so what I remembered from old creator days is this is how when you want to bend something, you can do this with RC cars, or you can do it with fucking anything. You do it with motorcycles, you know. What the trick is to bending, you want to swivel this, so the more you bend it, so if it's like this, or if it's like this, then you get your build your little base prop here, which I like to use the small wooden box. Line it up here. Once it's lined up, rather than fuck around, just not that. You can measure it. It's good to measure distances. Say like a one. Let me do this for people who don't understand what I'm saying. There we go. Use a barge to gauge distances. So this is obviously very rough. I'm not trying to be precise here. Get those close, right? 3 barges is pretty good, right? Let me try it here. You can extend these barges, you can make it fucking 55, whatever, I don't care, but the further up you go, the further out you go, the harder it will be to make this template, because the clouds come into play and you won't be able to see what you're doing. I will show you this in a second, what I'm talking about. So just from a small wooden box like that. The camera likes to drop down, so I'm just going to get behind it here while it does its thing. I'll do it quick. You hold the R3 down a little bit and it'll go quicker. Triangle and R3 at the same time with the position. Let's just put it here. Quickly. People are watching, are impatient. Ooh. Fuck. Get rid of that one. Delete them. Delete. Right, so here we go. This is how I made the one at the docks, the Naval Passage 5 or 4, whatever it was, but to bend it in a short distance. So get your camera. Obviously, the more you swivel it, the less smooth it will be. So if you want to make it really smooth, watch the pegs at the back of the, or even if you do it unsmooth like this, just pick the edges of the barge, and then you can measure. That's like half a barge distance every time you're doing it. You can continue this obviously forever, or you can do like a quicker version. Lay that. Lay more barges here, just so we can meet up with the other ones. There's the importance of having the base prop in the center of the barge, and then using the those advanced options to make it go perfectly back is for reasons like this. Just that's your base prop. And cancel those out. Save. You start again, doesn't matter where you are, but here you go. So now you got this here. Remember where you were going to swivel it to, and that's it there. And obviously this process can be repeated. I'll show you maybe in this tutorial how to repeat templates with today's infractions on how to fucking deal with shit. So just pick this prop up here and then switch to any prop. It's good. Container's good. You can see the edges of that. Oh, sorry. I will show you what it is. It's a bit bendy. It's not really bendy, but you will notice when I make this little template here. Hurry up. There we go. Look highlighted. That's good. What? It's just sometimes it's just easier to do it my way. Use this building, just get that, because you're going to line it up with other parts of a barge wall ride that are doing other direction. You might be trying to really manipulate. Just try to get that. You can hold the triangle to a bit more smooth adjust, but you want to ultimately line that edge of the barge up. It's pretty close. We won't get too perfect here for sake of time. And we want to line this bit up here. It's a bit hard to do, so you obviously want to roll it now. Oh no, this one should be straight now, because it was the first prop. Yeah, that's good. So there we go. Pick up that. Press cancel it by pressing the... you can change this to a construction prop at this point. That's fine, just sort of plop it there. Actually, it's not even in line, is it? It's not. Try to get these props lined up. This is going to help you line it up with other barges that are in the equation that you're joining up with. That'll do. Close-ish. For the sake of tutorial. Shit, you know what I need to do? Get my notifications on. People might be asking me questions. I remember I was in a live stream last night and I turned all my notifications off. Right. Shit. Hold on. Sorry, Pete. Is that another question? Be nice to turn clouds off. Yes. Fuck. Would it? Usain proof the on-ramp? Which race? Was it one I complained about? I do apologise, mate. I do speak my mind when I'm drunk. Not, you know, not being horrible, obviously. But look, as you can see, I've put this. This is now horizontal-ish, and look, you can see if you were riding on that, it would be bending downwards. Let me make a new template of this. Just a quickie, and then quickly make another. Like, this is how quick it, as long as you make your templates, this is how quick it can be, you know, just making barges or whatever. So I'll just quickly slap this down. This is just to show you for the sake of the video. Like I said, this is obviously, I will not be publishing anything you see here today, so please do not expect to race this. Indeed, probably one more there for the sake of it. And now this does not happen all the time when you load templates, but sometimes you can just pick up an existing prop and simulate its position. But honestly, mate, I don't know what the trick is. It works, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why it does and why it doesn't sometimes, but like I said, you can put this in a perfect position. You want it about there, right? And about there. Right, let's lay the rest of our little barges. Quick templates. Bigger, longer, better. Where are you? That'll do. That one. Remember, just get it in line. It's good to, if you want your ball ride to go up, or you want it to like be angled, just put the base prop, put a barge that will simulate that trajectory or something. I'm trying to make this tutorial, like, you know, for people who don't speak English as well, but there's not going to be a lot of English descriptions in here because it's just pointless, because they won't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Just trying to show people a little bit. Line it up like that. That's it. Now you use no, that, like that. That will swivel. You can make this any direction you want. So lay it. So you can make this really long, you know, just yaw it a little bit. It's more difficult to do it like, so I can show you in another tutorial how to make it extended. You know, more than 30 prop extensions with today's update, with the creator update. It's, if you put one prop inside another, We often use the ramp. Sorry, I'm being a bit sporadic, but when you use this prop to make extended versions, it's a great prop to use. You know, you'll find out why when I make the tutorial, but maybe I'll do it after I've built this. I'll show you quickly how to make extended. Okay, so now we've got a bendy thing here, yeah? So just lay it down here, on here. Get it? Nice. And this is why we line it up. Just make sure those things line up nice. And then you can use yaw after this just to make sure you get a nice little kink or bend in it, or however you want to play. You can move it back here if you want. You can't repeat these templates, obviously, because when you come to yaw it down here, you could, I guess, you could repeat it. You just yaw it to the right, you know, like almost in perfect alignment, and then just roll it back down. But then you got to gauge how much it's going to bend down. You can extend it, but in the same tutorial as you're watching, we will cover that aspect here, how to make multiple templates and stuff. So any template, let's say whichever you're using, let's use a complicated one like this, right? So really I could have made this, we could have done this whole tutorial. Let's do this, let's make it really bendy, right? So just pick up this, cancel it, change it to, like I say, you can use any prop. I like to use a small wooden box. Put it dead in the centre with that. Must be dead in the fucking centre of that thing. This white stripe, the white stripe in the centre of the barge, that is the centre. Between those pegs is the centre, not this little thing sticking out here, that little whatever angle. There's not the centre, this is the centre. So you found the middle, then advance the options however far. Obviously the further out you go, the smoother, the larger the circumference will be. But like Pete was saying in the comments, it would be great if you could delete the clouds. Let's just take an example here. Let's bring it right out here. Here's a little tip here. Just if you are trying to join up props for templates, you can use stunt props. It won't infect your race. You can use stunt props like this, but you must delete them before you. There mustn't be any saved stunt props in your job before you save it. They can stay in this job forever. You can, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. They can be used to help you make templates, but it won't. It's not the reason races get infected with stunt physics. What we're going to do, this one here, wasn't it? The very exaggerated one. Cancel these out. Yeah, it's nothing to do with a stunt prop being in the same races you're making as it being. It's something about the trigger. Sometimes it can be the checkpoints, and also it can quite easily be running if you just raced a stunt race and then you come into creator, you will bring those physics in with you, and it will infect your race. The reason I didn't start this template on these, because if you swivel a prop, it will just delete the stunt prop before you even get there. So here we go. This will make the curve more exaggerated, but also the circumference. So what we're talking about, Peter Pan's. So look, swivel, there it is. Look, there's the prop, bottom, way down there. But the further out, you know, the more you go up, you can't see shit. So it's just try to keep, you know, yeah, sometimes there's other methods too. And now you're a long way away, you have to judge, and now you have nothing to go over. Use those pegs in the middle. So I'm sort of halfway in between the first peg, and then I can use that as a gauge now. Okay, I didn't do that. If I just tap that, this is obviously not accurate. So the further out you are, the less you can see. It's not going to help you. But this is just to give you an idea of what the tempo will look like. You could maybe even just tap tap, tap tap, lay, tap tap, just tap, tap tap. It might be uniformed in some strange world, but when you swivel that out, that prop, so we'll pick this prop up. Ah, see, it didn't work this time. It's odd. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. I don't know why I haven't bothered to figure that out. Just get a prop to line up with this. Close-ish. Just trying to make this for the sake of the tutorial. Containers are good because it's just other reasons. Obviously for RC race or something like that, you could make you know, you could have it this bendy, but you know, you don't have to make that circumference. The smaller the circumference of an RC race, the more chance have you got of like controlling your car and doing it. So maybe I'll get onto that in a second. Jeez. I've got a little bit of vodka left. I'm probably going to swig while I'm doing a tutorial, because obviously if no one has realised, I'm alcoholic at the weekends. Okay, so just line, like I said, just line it up like this. Pretty close, that's pretty good. Fucking bastard. Anyway, so then you make a new template. Obviously it's always better if you line up the first prop with the first prop. It makes bending it and doing all other stuff a bit more accurate. So you can even put it down there like that. Let's see how much this bends when we make a new template. I know it's a bit sketchy because I was doing it from a distance. It's not uniformed. But in comparison with the last template we just made, this is because I angled it. Remember what I did? Where's my little props gone? Yeah. Remember, this one here is angled very, very severely. This one's just angled slightly, right? So angled slightly from a gauge of like 3, whatever, how long that is. It was about 3, I think it was about 3 barges in circumference. So now we add this to the equation. You can just see the severity in the bend, look. You line them up together. Obviously I'm a lot further out with the base prop, so it's not as bendy. But that is pretty fucking bendy, isn't it? It looks a bit harsh, but you don't even, you don't even need to use a 1 degree angle. You could even use like a 1/10 of a degree, but so long as the wall ride is pitched a little bit like that, you can make a motorcycle wall ride with this. You can ride motorcycles on this, and they don't need to be, it doesn't need to bend that much either. bit of a fucking arseache sometimes, but it's just how, you know, sometimes you gotta do shit. That's how you make bendy wall rods. Any other questions? Are you having trouble with... Kept going under the wall. Shit, trying to jump to natural wall. Oh yeah! No! You know why I had a problem with that? Yeah. Everything was good, Pete. Everything was good, but what I didn't realise was there was bottles at the top of your on-ramp. So I just kept riding along the whole of the, you know, that curvy on-ramp there, and expecting to just jump onto the wall, but I didn't realise. I thought, because I kept hitting the bottles they were hitting my roof, and I was thinking, oh, that's like a dummy proofing. I was supposed to be on the side of those bottles. And as soon as I realised that, I felt like an idiot. It's not your fault. You had even green arrows pointing direction. You know, this is the way. Ride the top of this, you will meet the bottles. But for drunk idiots who don't race very well, the race was really nice. To be fair, I enjoyed it once I figured it out. So just delete stunt props like this. This is fine. Just delete everything now. Don't need these. What else could I show you? Obviously, twisting wall rides. I don't recommend it because I can't do those fucking stunts. They're really difficult. But you just get... This is just basic stuff. Just swivel it a little bit. Like, I don't know how much this is to do. I think it might be... You have to pick the right prop or swivel it enough like this, depending on what it is. If you, the further up you swivel it, and the smaller prop you use, the more stretched out it. I don't know. It's difficult to explain. I'm just going to do it basic. We'll do it like a pretty much 45 degree like that, right? And again, the small box. I do like the small box. And we're going to do it. I'm not going to go too crazy here. The further out you move your box, obviously the difference. It's all about circumferences and diameters and shitloads of stuff I never did in school. You know. Stay in school, kids. You cheeky fuckers. It will benefit you. You can make tutorials just like me, but you can have like geometry, x equals pi, this and that, and you know, who knows, maybe might be able to figure out the fucking the wormhole equation or something, you know. So I have this one prop. This is gauging how smooth it's going to be. The bigger my base prop is, the less smooth this would be. So, you know, also, the further you zoom out, the less you're gonna see. You need this shit to be as smooth as possible. No exceptions. This is not gonna be smooth because it's for the sake of a tutorial. But you wouldn't expect anyone to grind their wheels on the top of an area of a barge wall ride like this. So if they're grinding, they're going to brick because, you know, some of your props aren't lined up completely perfect. You could put that down to driver error, as long as obviously the middle is perfect. So again, fuck. This is why I stress, if it's in the middle of the prop, it's easier to do stuff like this, which is a time saver, obviously. Repeating templates. So pick bottom prop, this prop, and this prop, make sure they're all selected. It's very easy to not select them all. So now you have a template like this. That's what that looks like. Right. Same. Oh look, I've missed a prop. See, I didn't select one of those props. That fucking middle one. Look at my template. There's a barge missing. We will not worry about that because this is just a basic tutorial. And then what we will get onto here is multiple templates in, you know. You can do this for fucking ever, man. This shit can go on forever. Look, obviously, for the sake of language, I will show you how it can go on forever. Where is my goddamn... There it is. That's up there for a reason. I'll show you why. So, bottom prop. Get the top prop as well. I cannot stress how... See, I missed props there. You don't even think you missed them. You keep spamming the button. It's so easy to miss the props. Make sure all your little purple lights are there. You've got everyone, apart from obviously the ones that I missed in the beginning. Right, this is how, yeah. So, what? Oh, I forgot to fucking cancel that prop out. But, so, for example, this is the first prop I used. It should be in line with this prop here, but we shall see. So pick it up, let it go, and then change to a wrap. Right. This is multiple. Actually, right. Yeah, whatever I was thinking of, I will teach you in a sec. So, oh, the fuck! Try and do this shit as quick as I fucking can. There you go. I cannot stress enough how important it is to select all of the props. Look, I bet you I missed one down here, no? Okay, we're looking good. Oh, there you go, missed one, there. Make sure they're all highlighted. You will regret it in the future if you don't. Right, so you're at this point, this is the final, this is 30. Press square, find out where it is. That's the prop there, yeah? So you lay it, save the template, put something there to remind you what you're supposed to be fucking not doing or not selecting. I guess just need to gauge it. Just put that there, just as a marker. I bet you I didn't cancel out that fucking prop, did I? Just trying to get the furthest extension to that now, so that was where the other prop was. I think obviously you need to be more accurate than what I'm doing. I'm doing this for the sake of the tutorial. So then cancel this prop. Cancel, save. So now you have which obviously I've used up all my props, so whatever. So obviously imagine that barge is not there. So you zoom out, make sure like almost the clouds are upon you, like this. It's got to be around there, like this. Lay it, switch over to the next prop. There you go. They're now conjoined, if you like, and speaking in Siamese twin terms. Obviously if you're going to join that up to something else, you want to make it a bit easier for yourself to be able to do that, so use your building here to line it up. It just helps trying to connect barges up together to have it close. I mean, this is not going to do it for us, but because the more you move it and fuck around with it, the more convoluted the whole fucking thing will get. If you can get it, the first prop, to a sort of a weld heading, I don't even know what I'm trying to say now. It's just like, that it's horizontal, I think. It should be. No, it's not, is it? Look. Why is it? Hang on. It's not in line, is it? It's in line like that. Anyway, to line it up like this is going to help you. Hey Matthias, how's it going, bro? And who's that? Zissy Savage and Unlucky. What's up? We don't create the same. I don't think I create like this, mate. I'm just making a tutorial. I'm trying to help a friend, racing friend from France, sort of get the basics. You know, Pete had a good question. How do you make a bendy thing? You know, that I think we covered that. We've done a little spirally thing. All these things. I cannot stress that. The trick is of the first, you know, when props are starting to bend and they're all like bending all over the place, they're all at weird angles. Just get a prop, your base prop, when you start off this thing, whether it be a ramp or whatever, if it's an extended version, just try to get this first prop. What if this is in line, or even fucking close to? If you can get it close to, in alignment with that prop, that is going to help you straighten it out in the long run. You know, eventually you'll just when you get this prop straight, so you need to, this is going to help you so much, honestly. Get it straight like this, straight as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can hold the triangle for a bit of fine adjustment, but try to just get that. Once that's straight, lay the whole thing. That should be in line. so I haven't fucked around with it too much. And now you can reconnect that with other barge parts of your wall ride or whatever, you know. There you go. So that was let's say this is bending fucking like that, doing something stupid, whichever way your wall ride's going. Also, yeah. See? Honestly, it's not smooth. I don't know if I've even really helped in this area, but hopefully you see this tutorial. We've got a few. These little tips have helped you a little bit. Let's delete all props. So if you don't create like this, I mean, people create in different ways. What is it you're not seeing what I'm doing, you know? What is it you're doing that I'm not doing, or what is it we do different in speed tactic? I don't know if you can put that in a short comment in the live stream, but I'm sure possibly whichever way you do it, I may have used that technique before, and I might even be able to tell you why I don't use that technique or why I'm not making it for the purpose of this tutorial. But the only thing I can stress, that the thing that is going to help you the most is that when you make templates, make every template true north, everything true north. Because if something happens, like, oh, the wall ride's going over here and it's facing a different way, you can always just get a prop, align it with true north and everything else or whatever. You just do this shit forever, like, so it gets true north. Once it's true north like that, lay it, delete the prop, then your templates, well, yeah, your base prop, all base props will be true north. Everything will be true north. It's I don't know. I can explain, but I'm a little bit hungover, so I'm not going to be able to do it that clearly. But it is so beneficial if you start every template that you ever make with true north. So you have true north heading here, true north. Eventually, everything just syncs up. Like, you can find everything. Everything will line up a lot easier. Everything will be 0, 0, 0, you know, rather than just for the sake of a pain-free creating experience. Just try to keep everything north. Use this building. Oh yeah, this is what was in Max Talks video, like, you know, back in the day. What was that? Look at that. So this prop here. Let's just make it true north. It's all 0, 0, 0. I think it was the container, wasn't it? It was the best thing to use, but I don't. So you just put it on the side of this building. That's it. That is perfectly on its edge. Or if you want to do it this way. There you go. Perfectly on its edge. But the point I'm trying to make is that if you have a template made with a container, so here's a template, make it with a container like this. can, you can manipulate these templates. This building is going to line you up proper. So if you want to make a template completely vertical, just line it up with this building. You can't do the measurements. You can't do it. Float it a little bit so it'll make it easier. It's not true north because you can see, but it is definitely like up and down. That is perfect. If I want to swivel it a bit, make it true north, I'll do it until that. That's it, that's perfect because it just blinks, like the colour blinks like that. But that is perfectly vertical. The whole template could be that, or if you want to, what else can I show you? This building is very versatile though. It can show you like different angles. 45 degrees are here. Oh. Really good building. It's fucking amazing. It's amazing how he found it. I don't know if he found it or someone told him about it, but put it in the right position. Stay there. There you go. Just move that. There you go. You go. That is. Do it here. You do it here or not? It doesn't work here, I guess. He works in his windows apparently. See, look. It's odd, it just acts differently. See, it's on the outside that it completely changes the angle. But when you do it on this window over here, which is facing, it's like generally in the same angle. It swivels the prop completely the other way. Anyway, it is a pretty sweet building for doing tricks like that. It just faces. Back in the day, you could just use any prop, but they've changed it a bit. See that? Do that? Hey, perfectly upright. Perfect. Right. Hey. My eyes are terrible, but I think that says so that Mava Carvin, right? Anyway, my name is not Simeone, but thanks for saying hi. Look, this is a Q&A, right? So I'm just going to get back to creating my race, but if you have any questions, queries, how did you do this, saying in this race, saying what happened, how did you do that, or was this a fluke, or did it take you 10 hours, did it take you 5 minutes? Yeah, these are things you can ask me right now. You can ask me like Bendelinium, or I think a better question would be like, how do you make the Naval Passage 4? You know, because that's got a sweet little bend on it. You know, like bending over those containers and then going down, meeting up with double rides and stuff. I was quite proud of that. But if you watch earlier in the stream, I did show you how to do that. You just tilt the prop. So anyone new to the stream, I'll quickly show you which I was working on here. You haven't seen this prop before because it's a new prop from our good friend Cynical. delete these props, you have to be. Oh, there you go. Oh. Get one of those stupid runway props. There's a fucking tree right there. Open to suggestions, any ideas. I don't want to be, I just want it, this is just a wall ride through 2 tunnels, but I want, I'm going to have, like, either end, I would like to have fire props, this new modded fire prop thing, arena prop. So this is the wall ride, it's going to go all the way through the tunnel. There you go. Naturally do the tunnel. So I will have like a spirally bit coming out here, I guess, with fuck me, templates, come on. So many categories. These little props I've saved, these are usable props. These are other usable props that I might use. Not a lot of props in that template, but this one here. See, look, I've just laid that and the whole model memory is just maxed out. Props like this with smoke and fire, and these are gonna completely cane your model memory. Just like delete big props like this. But see, the model memory is still not going down even after all these deletes. They're going down a bit, but it's these props here, the fire props. These ones are going to cane your memory. Anyway, we're just here to make a fucking template of this shit. So this is be a good example of showing you why that building is good. Just delete. I'm not going to save this. I'm just going to show you quickly here. This building right here. Dry mouth. Where's my... Right, so get true north. Pick a fucking this. Get this true north, right? True north. Like this. Delete the prop, otherwise it, for some reason, I don't know. You just need to delete this prop. Okay. Now, that's true north, okay? So but now you want true, you know, whatever, vertical. So I did this wrong. I should have made this more visible so I could see it. Raise it up a bit. No, it's not. Needs a bit more. That is perfectly upright. So now you have this prop that obviously you're making a template with. It's part of the model props. Now that is perfectly upright. And then obviously what you go from here, you can lay that. You can also make another template of that. So you've got one perfectly up that way. But now you wanna swivel it. You wanna make a spiral maybe. Let's make a spiral. I can't remember which way I've got to go. I'm just going to make it anyway because I'm not going to save this. But It's all about the prop you use. The angle that I've swiveled at, the thing is you need a base prop, right? So again we go with the little boxes. There's different sizes boxes here. These all can help in this regard, but see that even when you're using weld, it just helps. Everything is true. We can make it quite a small one. Here we go. It's all about gauging the distance. Here, the prop has been swiveled like this. I've got this size prop, and when I lay this and swivel it a bit more, might be a bit too fucking smooth, really. Might be a bit of a waste of props. It's always very nice to have a smooth job, but I don't like that prop. So if I chose maybe the angle of this, like, so if I chose a bit of a different angle this time, basically. Another fucking thing, it just keeps changing this direction, but for the sake of the tutorial. Fuck, I should just pick this up, shouldn't I? Make a new template of this. What happens when I pick this up as well? And then cancel it out. Ah, did that work? No, it didn't. It's not north. So we have this. To get the true north again. Come on, man. The fuck? Right, okay. Base prop. Let's just use a fucking container, it's easier. So we've already ascertained that if you swivel your prop thus far, having a prop that size will make it a little bit more smoother than necessary, let's say, right? So just change the angle a bit, make it a little less like that. You might even just want to fucking save time for the sake of the tutorial. It's all about finding the right size prop, changing the angle of it, circumference. It all is fucking mind-numbing stuff sometimes. But like I said, for the sake of tutorial, let's just do it like this. It's still a bit too smooth, I reckon, though. Nah, that's good. It's difficult to see where you're going to place it. Sometimes it might even be a good idea to do something like this. use a prop that you know you'll be able to see from a great distance. A red container is great for stuff like this. So we have our template here. We know true north, right? Oh, I guess not true north in this case. Whatever, 90 degrees is is this gonna help? What am I doing? Okay, I need to change the angle of it. That's almost perfect. That's good judgment. That'll do. So, oh, this is completely changing the fucking angle of it unintentionally. Hold on. 0, 0, 0. There we go. Position. There we go. This can help you see sometimes where you're placing something. Look, that's perfectly. It's almost exactly the same. So that's about the centre anyway. Look at that. You might even want to, because that's beveled, that edge. If you're using this prop, if you have these props, it's about there. New template. It's just going to help you line things up a bit better. You can use all sorts of anything you want. It's just a gauge to help you. See how this turns out. Why doesn't it go back to world heading? What the fuck is wrong with this thing? Okay. What are we trying to do? Trying to make a fucking spiral. Here we go. I can't see the red container anymore. God, what am I doing? I thought I fucking knew what I was doing. I don't know what I'm doing at all. That's a poor example. I moved that this container. I should just put it on the fucking top of this thing so I could see it. But you might understand what I'm trying to gist at. Another good prop to use for examples like this is the cabin, the runway hut. It's got like the orange and white squares. You can easily see from a distance. See, this is not going to be the way I would create. Just doing this quick, honestly. You will never see this. I don't know. No more questions, so I'm going to end the stream unless someone has something specific they want to ask me. I'm just wasting my time. I could be drinking and smoking and playing Battlefront 2. So hopefully you guys can hear me and you will ask a question. If you could think of a race that you've seen me make and you wondered how I did it, or you know, it might be easy for me to show you, it might be, you know, I could jump into Creator right now and show you. If you can think of what races. But obviously you have to say it in the comments, otherwise I'll just end the stream right now. 'Cause it's pointless me running the stream if people are just watching it for no reason. Let me find a race that I've done. Slightly alright, maybe not. Has been's probably a good one to show you. No, maybe not. So huh, this is a fucking funny one, this one. How I built this to get under the map and stuff like that. They made they stop people from making, you know, they try to stop people from making things under the map. When I test this, we're inside this building here. To get in here, obviously we're inside the building. It's not half as fucking laggy as it is online, but in order to get under here, to be able to do stuff like this, you know, to get in here or anywhere underneath the map, go to this area here. This is unlucky, credit to him, because he actually showed me here. I'll explain. They stop people from getting under the map. The main place that we used to use there was these windmills here in the wind farm. There's a windmill you could zoom into and get under the map. And then we discovered there's this building. It was fucking ginormous. The whole first floor. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Let's just find it. I think if we switch it, get it off night time, it might help us see where the fuck we're going. So, yeah, here it is. So this building here, you see the cursor here, it disappears. So we used to be able to zoom in to this look, inside this building. We could get under the map, but as soon as you do that, it pops you out. So anyway, Unlucky put me onto this little location here that they haven't patched. So if you need to get under the map, if you've got props underneath the map that you need to delete or whatever, you cannot wall ride into this building, but you can just move your camera into it and then go under the map. Obviously you don't want to go too far. Trick with moving underneath the map as well, you know, let's see. But if you look at the cursor, there's water here. I'm about to approach some water. Look here, there's water here. Now, to move through water, there's rivers, there's water, there's shit everywhere. Like, you need to move very slowly, just very slow. See, look, it wants to pop you up. If you're in camera mode, see, look, that's the water. This is under the map. You need to get underneath it a little bit further. Keep going. Move forward a little bit. Just get past this little bit of water here. Once you pass the water, hey, see? I'm out of the other side. The water will pop you up. Then you can make your way up. More water. It's all good. Then you can make your way. Inside, yeah, areas as well. It's very, you need a lot of patience. If you're going to make a race inside here, it takes a lot of patience. But that's how you get under the map, if wherever you want to go, you know. You might want to get under Maze Bank. Let's try and get under Maze Bank here. I guess it happens to where generally would be over this area. Face the right way. Got a bit of water to get past here. I think there's a little river. Ah, see? I hit the water and it popped me up because I was going too fast. So go back to our little area here. It's I marked it with a dynamic prop, so I could just cycle, go to and cycle to that prop. Quick warping point. Wait till it starts flashing a bit. That's it. Now look up. Oh, so downtown we want to go, right? Not there. I want to go downtown. Maze Bank. There's the Maze Bank. I don't think there's any water on the way, so we might be okay. Probably even fast zoom over there. Where are you, Maze Bank? Is that you? I think that might be you. No, that's the FIB building, that's Maze Bank. Ah. Shit. Once you get caught on something as well, just, you're fucked. You got to redo it, otherwise you can't move. But like I said, it's a real pain in the arse. If you're going to go under the map, expect you need a lot of patience to do this shit. So you can get all crit. There you go, nearly out. I'm in the middle of Maze Bank. No, am I? No, see, I'm stuck on something now. Fucking bastard. Like, I wouldn't advise you making anything anywhere underneath the map, because it really tries your patience, because there's lots of glitches about it that annoy the fuck out of you. But I'm alright, thanks for asking, but I need questions, because otherwise I'm just going to end the stream and go back to creating my race in peace without any you need to, if you have any questions, like questions, how do you do this, or how do you do this, do you have any ideas, how can I want to do this, what's your question? I might be able to help you. That's what this tutorial is here for. Okay? Or did you want me to show you a race? How did I make this race? You know, how do you do that? I've been wondering, I want to make a similar race like this, or this gave me an idea for something else. Ask me a question in the comments right now, or I will end the stream right now. I'm threatening you right now. You want to, there you go. What was that? I think someone asked me this last night. Newtonian mechanics, wasn't it? So, because So we're asking if these new modded props could be used as like flips and stuff. Where's my drink? Shit. Right. Quickly test, show you what it's all about. So that's all that is. It's like a tiny little triangle there. Brush up against that, but when you're firing like fucking jet engine out your arsehole, you know, your car can do all sorts of shit. Obviously I had to sort of position, and you need something to stop you. Like the other part of this race over here, which works for me, it just doesn't work for everyone, and I wish it worked for everyone, but it just doesn't. It seems to work for me like 90% of the time, but other people it just doesn't. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Obviously, you know, I crashed in there. It's not perfect. Some people it just doesn't work at all. If I go even back one more checkpoint back. No, what's this? I'll go back to here. Shit, I should have moved my car, but swat. Don't stunt if you can't fucking stunt, bro. Sorry, why does it keep doing that? That's odd. There's a new menu there that I'm not aware of. You asshole. Because I didn't do all the fucking goddamn. See, what is this? Rotation. Why is there a new menu here? Look, I go from this check. Peter Pan, you watching this? It's a standard checkpoint in a tube, right? And now I'm going back to that other checkpoint. There's a whole new rotation type, lock angle, because it's an air checkpoint, because it's in the air. I assume so. That must be why. That is the only reason why it could be. Anyway. terrible landing, but you know, get the gist. But yeah, that's all that was. Just a little kink in there. I think it's the same over here as well. Just nudging the car a little bit while it's going all over the place. Alright, anyway, this is the end of the live stream. I hope, if, like I said, if you have any questions, you better ask me now, because the stream's going to end and I'll get on with my daily Saturday, okay? I'll give you 30 seconds to hear this and then respond. In the comments. Alright, later guys, enjoy your weekend, yeah? Appreciate your questions, by the way. P, Pam, Mofo. Thanks for interacting. Catch you later.